when we meet a purchaser at, let's say, an open house, the one question we like to ask the buyer is, or share with the buyer is, we know you didn't come here looking for a realtor, right? And usually we get the look on the face like, yeah, you're right, you didn't come here looking for a realtor. What you're doing is you're looking for more inventory. You want more housing choices, which is why you came to the open house. You were curious, you wanted to see this house you hadn't seen before. If you're really in the market, it's just one more inventory. Just like on eHarmony. Why do people stay on there for sometimes months and months and months? They're looking for more inventory, more matches, something they find appealing. So a home buyer like yourself is going to say, I just don't like the choices. I've seen everything on Zillow, or you're getting the MLS feed, and you're not seeing everything. So we're going to walk you through the 7 ways for you to find property. 6 that are on standby, and 1 is the MLS. And you're already looking on the MLS and maybe MLS and Zillow, but there are 6 other sources and ways for you to find a buyer, to find a home, to find a match. And we're going to walk you through that. And our very first one is actually buy owners. And we know that some buyers are apprehensive to looking at a buy owner because the buyer does not know the process. Some buyers will go there, but really 9 out of 10 houses that are sold by owner, there's generally a realtor involved. Nobody representing the seller, but you have representation. And so in our program, we are seeking out the buyers. Every day we track the buyers in this marketplace, and our goal is to make sure that we don't miss anything. You might say, well, you're looking on Zillow, but not every buy owner is on Zillow. And there's just a sign or whatever the case. So our sales force is large enough. We are looking for buy owners at all times, because if we don't help you move your money, you may rent. You may stay where you're at. And we help people move money, buy a new home. And if you don't like what you see in the existing inventory, we're going to find you property that is what we call on standby or un-realtor represented. So one of the main areas is buy owner. However, let's say the buy owner market, you still didn't find enough inventory. We work with local retirement homes. And we know when a senior has booked a room at a suite at their next residence retirement community, and they're waiting for that date to come up. And in the marketplace, if they haven't sold their house at the time to make the move, they don't make the move. So, but they don't want to list their house. Quite often they don't want to list their property. They want to sell it on standby. This is why we are matchmakers, just like eHarmony. And we find, for buyers like yourself, we find a match. And a lot of times it's not listed right now. It's not in the MLS. It wasn't in the buy owner market. So we found was in the senior market, if you're working with the retirement communities in St. Louis, we know of houses that are not on the market, but they'll move. We just have to say to our buyer that the closing might be a little bit longer because the senior has to wait sometimes 90 days, 120 days for that room to be ready, their suite to be ready in the next destination, but we have more options. Another one is we work with, as a member of the HBA, Home Builders Association, we work with most of the metro builders to say, do you have anybody building a home but they haven't listed their home yet? We're not looking to list it. Our goal is to sell it on standby, much like the senior. She doesn't want to list it, but she does want to sell it. Doesn't want to go through all of that process. Somebody building says, well, I've got time, and I don't want to list it, not now, later I would, but we can sell that house, provide you more options on standby. We had a hockey coach for a professional hockey team, and we approached him and we said, we have a buyer that's a match for your home. The buyer wants a 3-car garage and a saltwater pool. And there's only 2 in the school district that we knew of that had been on the market in the past. And we call that standby. That's our third group. We have seniors, people building, and we have people who are looking to, who were at the dance but didn't sell. So we contacted him. He was moving back to Canada, and his contract was up with the hockey team, was moving back to Canada. And we said, we have a buyer that's a match. And we said, we showed that one of the sales force showed the house on a Monday, sold it on a Tuesday. And the buyer was elated. They were able to stay in the geographical area that they wanted to. We've had people, corporate relo, who were moving to the city, and they didn't like the inventory. They had 3 days to buy, but they were out of inventory, and they wanted more. They want more choices. And so these are just some of the ways. We actually have 6 ways to help you find off-market inventory of people who really will move. You just can't drive by and see a for sale sign. So our hope for you watching this video is to really build a relationship to say, can we help you? And there's no fee to you for the service. And can we help you move your money to your next destination? Because this is not just about buying the American dream. It's about moving your money wisely, that we have a system and a strategy to help you move your money. And we also want to give you more options. Because as you look at realtors, and you have thousands of choices of realtors, and after all, what are you looking for from a realtor? A safe driver, somebody who knows the area, somebody you can trust, somebody who can open the front door. What we hope to deliver to you is all those things and more, and that to give you a lot more options, a lot more property choices to look at. And the best part of this is you're not in competition with other buyers. As soon as a house hits the marketplace in some quadrants, they're flying off the market, getting multiple offers. I've heard too many buyers say, oh, every time we make an offer on a house, it disappears. And so this marketplace, they're not on the market. We have 6 different sources that we bring to you, and it doesn't cost you anything. And that will increase your options and your choices, and we hope that's beneficial to you. All right, thanks for watching.